right now, what's the strong suit of the Giants? What's y'all's strongest thing?
Oh, I would say the pass rush for sure. The pass rush, the blitzes, winks dialing up there. That's definitely our strength, and it.
So we got a lot to get into. I'm super pumped to have Lauren / Shegotsports on here. I've been waiting for Giants Week to collab with you, bro.
I know it's been they really waited late in the season.
Right, because I hit you up earlier in the year, and I was like, dang, that's not till week 14.
We're already done with the Cowboys.
I was hoping so bad, like y'all would just get one win against the Cowboys.
So was I. I was too. But I knew. Deep down, I knew.
So how is it, like, from a Giants fan perspective, dealing with Cowboys fans? Like, are they as annoying as they are to Eagles fans?
I feel like, okay, so I'm cool with, like, all the fan bases, right? Like, I feel like I'm cool with everyone, and everyone's pretty respectful to me. But I will say, one thing I have noticed is, on the power rankings that I do every week, Cowboys fans always think they should be higher than they are.
Yeah, definitely.
They're passionate, you know. They really want their team to be high. They really do. They're passionate. They feel confident in them.
I do the power rankings too. Like, I'll do the power rankings on like TikTok and YouTube Short. I don't do like a whole video like you do. Mm-hmm. But what I don't get about people, why are y'all acting like I could say anything? I have no authority on your team winning or losing. Like, why do you get your feelings?
That's the other thing I say. I'm like, listen, this is just my opinion. Like, if I did this the next day, this list would probably be a little different. Like, this is not the end all be all.
Exactly. Or like when I do my weekly picks, oh, you haven't picked the Seahawks in 3 weeks, and that don't mean y'all not gonna win. Like, but who out of the NFC East, like, what? And you be honest, you're not gonna hurt my feelings if you say Eagles, okay? What fan base is the most annoying? From a Giants fan perspective.
Annoying. Ooh. I don't I'm one of those people who doesn't really get I don't really let the other fan bases get under my skin. I feel like I'm pretty cool, cordial with everyone. But I feel like the Cowboys maybe are the most delusional fan base.
Yeah, they're definitely the most.
No offense, guys. No offense, but you guys might be, every year is your year.
Yeah,
which is great to have that confidence.
That's what I'm saying. I wish I had that. I'm dead serious. Like, you know how they say ignorance is bliss. I wish I was that ignorant, because that has to be fun every year. Thinking
until you get your heart broken at the end of the year, and you're like, oh, but I really thought. You know.
Exactly.
I'm like that too sometimes, though, or a lot of times. So I can't even say much.
Yeah, for me, maybe because I live down south. I don't know. I'm no one Giants fan. One of my cousins is randomly a Giants fan. I don't come across Giants fans in my day-to-day life. I live in Georgia, but it's just hella Cowboys. So maybe that's why,
I feel like Cowboys fans are definitely everywhere.
Yeah. So they definitely be giving me the most fun, you know. Let me spin it that way. So, the elephant in the room with y'all, Odell Beckham. So, what's up? Do y'all want him?
I would, personally, I would love to have Odell back. I was such a big Odell girly when I was a kid. I mean, I was in high school. I wasn't, a kid, but, I had scheduled, I, bought these meet and greet tickets his rookie year, in September or October, and then the meet and greet ended up being the day after the catch.
Oh,
so wow. It was insane. I literally started I loved him so much before the catch. I don't know. I was a simp for this man as a high schooler, and I was crying. I just loved him. I was obsessed with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love the Giants to sign him, but I don't have the expectation that he's really playing this year.
Yeah.
I think, why don't you go out there and make the offer now, give him the money he wants or something that also works for the team, because the Giants have no wide receivers. This is a position they really need. I know he's coming off back-to-back ACLs, but I feel like the free agent class for wide receivers is pretty weak this year too. So why not just go out there and make that move? And I hope he does come. I really do, but I don't know if he is.
It's like a sentiment thing too. Like I feel like with the Cowboys or whatever, like it's all business. You know what I mean? Or if anybody else is trying to get Odell, but for y'all, it's more than just like a player. It's like a sentiment thing as well. So it would mean more, even if he can't play.
And I also feel like Odell with one knee is probably better than any receivers.
But I thought Slayton was good.
Yeah, Slayton was good, but he had a drop problem. So then he wasn't even like, he was like the 5th or 6th wide receiver. He was like the bottom of the depth chart to start the season. And then Sterling Shepard goes down. They trade Tony. Who else wasn't out there? Galladay's been injured. Who else? I'm trying to think. Who else was? I feel like there was someone else on this team.
Names. Like, y'all got names. Sterling Shepard, a name. Slayton, a name. Kadarius Toney. I mean, I followed him in the draft. He's not like a big name, but I followed him in the draft. So I just don't get like what happened. I guess it's injuries, but I don't.
Yeah, the turf does stink. Like,
yeah, I hope none of our players get injured on y'all turf.
Yeah, I would. That's the other thing is like the turf. Like is not good. I think it definitely has something to do with it. Like I don't know like the science behind it, but it makes sense when you think about it. It doesn't have that natural give, right? Like it's just like ground.
Yeah, and if anybody get hurt on y'all turf, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I would be mad too. But how many stadiums are turf? I don't even know. But it seems like MetLife is like the worst turf.
It's like
FedEx Field. Maybe? I don't know if it's turf, but
I feel like when that article came out, it was like 6 or 7. But yeah, I'm gonna be pissed if somebody come up because we don't need any more
injuries. Yeah, at this point in the year.
So when it comes to the game, who are like? Do y'all have any key injuries in this game?
A lot of guys should be coming back from injury, or are coming back from injury. I don't think McKinney's going to be back. He broke his hand ATVing during the bye week, which is fun. Man,
I would have been so mad, bro. During the bye week.
And who else am I forgetting? I feel like there's one other player. Oh, Adoree Jackson.
Okay.
Her punt returning. I never thought I should be on the punt return. Why do you have quarterback number 1 on punt return? That was just waiting. I was just waiting for that to happen. So 2 pretty like frustrating injuries, but
so he's expected to be back.
No, those guys aren't going to be back. As well, now they didn't practice yesterday. So.
Okay.
So the secondary is going to be pretty.
So do y'all have? I'm not even trying to be funny or like. I'm honestly not trying to be funny or like condescending or anything.
No, you're good.
Do y'all like what's on a scale of 1 to 10? Like, what's your confidence in the Giants winning this game?
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's legit. Like, I'm not confident in it at all. Like, honestly.
No, because it's a division game and it's a rivalry game.
Yeah, like anything could happen. But they're cold. They're cold right now. They're not trending in the right direction. They're trending in the wrong direction. And the Eagles have been hot. So.
Yeah. But I'm not trying to jinx myself or anything.
Yeah, like anything can happen for sure. But I don't feel good about this. Personally.
So, let me flip it, okay? Let me ask you this. Right now, what's the strong suit of the Giants? What's y'all's strongest thing?
Oh, I would say the pass rush, for sure. For sure. The pass rush. The blitzes, winks dialing up there. That's definitely our strength, and it really has to be because the secondary is dealing with so many injuries. Like, there's not going to be any coverage sacks happening this year. You got to get to the quarterback in like those 3 seconds if you're gonna have an impact on defense, because if they give Hurts any time back there, like he's just gonna find an open guy. Like, oh my, like just now thinking about how they have to go against AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, like.
Well, now I know to play some
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Now I know to play some bets on our wide receivers. Because I didn't know y'all cornerbacks was that down bad. But now I know.
No, yeah, our secondary is not good right now. I mean, they're holding their own because of the D-line. Like, the D-line's carrying, like, not giving quarterbacks the opportunity to even make those throws at times. But, like, Curtis Samuel was just absolutely shredding the Giants on that game-winning drive because, I forgot his name. They brought up a corner from practice squad, and he was covering Curtis Samuel in his first NFL game.
From the practice squad?
He was decent, but still, Curtis Samuel was was tearing him up on that final drive. Yeah, of regulation at least.
What do you think is the biggest? Well, I'll say for me, I think our strongest suit right now, as of late, our strongest suit has definitely been the offense.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jalen Hurts. So I definitely see us definitely be able to put up points. Like, I don't think in the game against the Colts, like, we definitely struggled on offense. In the game against Washington, like, you know, Washington was doing everything to keep our offense off the field, running us down. Jordan Davis was hurt. And so we didn't have, you know, he's one of our biggest run stoppers. So they ran us down, ran out the clock, keeping Jalen Hurts off the field. And then the game against the Colts, honestly, I don't even know what was so broke with our offense against the game against the Colts. Like, I have no idea why, like, a first down was coming at a premium in that game. I don't know what it was.
I only saw the end of it. I saw the Hurts touchdown at the end.
Jalen was basically like, all right, y'all not doing that for me. Let me just go ahead and take over. I can't trust y'all to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let me just go ahead and take over and do this myself. But obviously the game against the Titans and the Packers, it was all offense. So I definitely see our offense clicking in this game. I'm going to be looking out for that pass rush, though, because the game against the Texans, which was surprising, they was not playing with Jalen Hurts. Like, anytime Jalen Hurts dropped back, boom, pressure was coming. And that Texans game was too close because of that. But I think our strongest is going to be the offense this game. So what do you think is the biggest weakness?
If we're going to talk about, like, if it's not a player or a part of a offense or defense, but the play calling lately has not been good. Like, I'll say that, like, I guess that falls into the offense. The play calling lately has been, like, kind of head scratching, where their last game versus Washington is 2-minute drive down the field. It's 3rd and 1. They have a few seconds, like 16 seconds or something left. A few seconds left, but no timeouts. But it's like, all right, it's 3rd and 1. You're close enough to make like a chip shot field goal. Why not take a shot for the end zone, right? But they do like a QB sneak and then spike the ball. Yeah, like QB sneak to get like 3 more yards, and then they spike the ball. Mm-hmm. But like, you know, you can. I guess they wanted to make sure the snap was perfect, I guess, on the field goal, and didn't want to risk it or something if it was 4th down. I don't know, but it's just like, why don't you just take a shot at the end zone? They're not like calling passes when they should be calling passes, I feel, and they're not really calling run plays when they should be calling run plays. Like, they got the ball back with just over a minute left, tie game versus Washington. I'm not kidding you. All 3 plays, they went 3 and out. All 3 plays were deep shots down the field. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, this is not Madden. Like, what are we just throwing the ball down the field for? This is not the chance time to take like a 50-50 shot.
Bad play calling is the worst. So, How do you feel about that game getting flexed, though, against Washington?
Well, Daniel Jones has never won in prime time, so I'm kind of like...
Well, he's still young.
Just like, I'm like a little superstitious about it, you know. I'm like, oh, so does this mean like this trend is going to continue, or are we going to finally get a primetime dub? Is like Daniel Jones turning into like Kirk Cousins Jr. here in like primetime, but
so
maybe we'll get the dub.
That's week 15, right? Or was that week
It's
16?
after this week, so yeah, week 15, next Sunday, not this Sunday.
Did you see the thing where it was like when they were showing like that the game got flexed, they had changed y'all record to show that y'all had already lost to the Eagles this week?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? It was like on the broadcast when it was like Giants, Washington, flex. So what's y'all record right now?
We have 7 wins, 1 tie, and 4 losses. So 7-4-1, right? That math adds up.
They had it to where y'all were 7-5.
Or we 7-5-1. Wait, I just have to double check that the math adds up.
Yeah, those pods always be throwing the math off though.
Yeah, now I'm like, wait, 7-4-1. I was right. Okay, yeah, now the tie just like it irks me also just seeing like that extra number there. It's like not satisfying.
An extra column for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had it when they were like announcing that y'all game was flex, like week 15 matchup. They had y'all with another loss. Meaning,
so that's 7-5-1.
Yeah. So I'm like, what that means?
They're just prepping us for it. They're prepping us.
I don't know if it was like somebody glitched and you type in whatever. You might actually.
Yeah, because the Washington has a bye this week too, so their record will be the same as this week.
And that's what some conspiracy theorists people were saying. Because I don't think the NFL is rigged, but there's a large group of people.
Oh my! People comment, "What is this?" Like if I'm doing picks or like power ranking, this doesn't matter because it's rigged. I'm like, okay, then why are you watching the video?
Right.
I can't do this right now.
I honestly feel like if the NFL was rigged. And I'm somebody who sometimes I could be a little skeptical about stuff. Wouldn't they be having Dallas win more in the playoffs because of how much money Dallas brings
Exactly.
in?
Like, you could see where they flex people to primetime. Like, how they didn't flex Dallas, Indy out of primetime was because Dallas is a team with so many fans. Like, they would have that team win more, like, if it was actually rigged. Exactly.
That's what if it was rigged, I feel like it would be Dallas Steelers all the time because they got them humongous fan bases.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, that's gonna be good. Hopefully y'all I'm gonna be rooting for y'all in that game against Washington because I don't have any when it comes to my list of fans, I don't really have any beef with I don't have any beef with anybody personally.
Yeah, same. I'm not one of those people people get way too emotional on Twitter over the games. I'm like, because it's okay, this is just the game, we're all people here,
that's what I'm saying, people be getting real personal, and I'm like, none of them paid none of my bills, it's
exactly, they don't know we exist.
Exactly, and at the end of the day, they're all cool. When I was younger, when I took football way more serious, you're a kid, and everything.
Few tears shed, absolutely. Yeah,
I assume the players hated each other too. I assume Eagles players hated Cowboys players. And I don't remember who it was, but after the end of the game, when they first started showing player swaps and jerseys, I'm like, they're friends? I'm like, I'm mad and y'all not mad? I'm not
everyone's dapping each other up after the game.
So, but on my list of fan bases, the Giants and Washington, y'all are, I don't have no beef with no Giants or Washington. Y'all really mind y'all business, and I love that. And my family's from DC. All my family is Washington Commanders fans.
Oh, really?
Mind their business.
Then how'd you become an Eagles fan?
Well, we have a couple. Most of my family is Washington Commanders fans, but they're all NFC East fans because they're from the DMV. So a couple of my family members are Eagles fans, and that's how I became an Eagles fan. My favorite cousin growing up, he was an Eagles fan. My favorite color green, so.
Yeah.
It's 8 of us Eagles fans, and then pretty much the rest, all my aunts, uncles, they're mainly either Washington or Dallas fans.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's a fun holiday, Thanksgiving.
But they're all, most of the younger kind of ones are Eagles fans.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they're the older Washington fans, they're not even worried about the game. It don't be. You would think it'll be fun, smack talking, boom, boom, but it's really not. They don't care. They're at the point where they're just happy to see a good game. And, they're like, oh, that was a good game. Meanwhile, y'all lost.
I enjoyed it.
Right, they're at that point in their lives. But for me, I feel like the thing that our biggest weakness right now is definitely special teams. That's what kept Green Bay in that game. We did look way better on special teams against the Titans, but our special teams on both sides, I always laugh because I don't know the specific term for the defense on special teams. When you have your punt return and your kick return group. The ones when that's out on the field when they're returning the kick. I don't even know what to call it.
Oh, the gunners. Is gunners when you're returning the kick or when you're punting or when you're returning the punt? The guys that stand on the edge I know are gunners. But yeah, punt
defense. I just call it punt defense.
Punt blockers. Punt line.
We could never stop there. Turpin was tearing it up on us against Dallas. We had no answer for him. And then our own punt returners, this dude named Britton Covey is an undrafted free agent. he just like when we be praying for a touchback because we just know like
no, that's what the Giants are like, because they took Richie James off punt return because he fumbled twice in the Seattle game. Then they put Adoree back there. He got hurt, and now Richie James is back. He hasn't fumbled yet. But you know that's always in the back of your mind. You're like, all right, just fair catch it. Fair catch. Right. Come on.
That's how.
Let's not risk it for like a few extra yards here.
Right. We'll just be praying Jalen Reagor doesn't muff the punt. But yeah, our special teams and like going into the playoffs, that's something like now they look their best against Tennessee, but all season long, trash. So that's definitely something I'm gonna be looking out for. So how do you feel about what was that? Oh, Saquon Barkley, because in the beginning of the season, all I was hearing was Saquon, he's back, Saquon. Like, what's been going on with him lately? Is he still like doing good and nobody's talking about him, or has he fell off?
Last week was definitely one of his better weeks in a while. It wasn't like early in the season though. I don't think he's injured. I know he went out with a shoulder injury in the Packers game. He came back though. Some people on Twitter like were speculating, like just fans, like no one with like inside information or anything, but like speculating, oh maybe his shoulder was more messed up. But I really think it was because Evan Neal got injured versus Seahawks, which was like, I don't know, week 6 or 7, and he was out for a few weeks, and their tight end Daniel Bellinger got hurt too, so a lot of guys who are like key players in the run game were out. So I think that also, you know, had an impact on his game. He looked better though last week versus the Commanders. Maybe it was because they had that extra time off after they played the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, but he definitely looked more like early season him. But he had been getting shut down pretty much the few weeks before that, past few games before that.
So I saw Locked On Giants. I don't know if you've seen their page on YouTube.
I think I follow them on Twitter, I want to say. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's Locked On. All I be seeing now is Locked On this, Locked On. All I see is Locked On. Like, they been spitting out, like, all these podcasts. But it's a lady on there I just saw yesterday. That's why I asked you, because she was talking about should the Giants, you know, give Saquon basically whatever he wants this offseason. Is that, like, how you feel about that? Because is he up for a contract?
Yeah, so they could extend him this offseason. The thing is, like, me personally, like, my thinking is I'm never really for giving a running back like a huge contract because of just how long a running back is elite for in the league. Like Todd Gurley, he got that huge contract and then like he literally fell off a cliff, like
disappeared.
Crazy. That's actually like so sad when you think about it. Like someone was on the top of their game, like unstoppable, and then he just like disappeared. Like he was like a superstar, and now he's retired. Like he doesn't play. Like in such a short period of time. I think they should offer Saquon a contract, but I don't think they should go whatever you want, Saquon. Like we're gonna give you like the bag. Like it has to be done right, maybe with incentives, maybe with this and that. But I don't even think though that like he's gonna get a contract that is humongous, because I think the market right now for running backs too is just still not maybe as crazy as it was with McCaffrey and Gurley. I think more teams are hesitant to pay running backs.
Yeah, I'm literally in the same boat right now, because I agree with you 1,000% with Miles. Like Miles Sanders, like this is I feel like his best year, consistency wise, and he's somebody who's battled with injury as well. But at the same time, I'm stingy, like you said, when it comes to a running back, because our offensive line is stout, baby, okay? Yeah, like,
you guys do have a good O-line.
And I'm like, a lot of dudes, you know, like, is it you? Like, I know you're good, but would you be this good if it wasn't for Lane and Jason Kelsey and, you know, all those guys up front? So it's kind of like we could draft somebody, Bijan Robinson, and he'd be looking just as good behind that line. I'm kind of the same way. And that, remember the guy for the Steelers, and then he went to the Jets, and then
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yo, but that's another guy that
exactly
top of their game, face of like one of the faces of the league, and then it's just
got that bread. It disappeared. Like it's just now he's boxing.
Running backs just like fall off a cliff for some reason. It seems like you're healthy and you're good, and then all of a sudden, I guess you lose a step or whatever. And if I was like a young person, young man, like getting into football, I'd not play running back. Like that's the one position I'd be like
to play running back.
I'd be like, do not put me at running back. Like I'll be like, let me go play like anything but running back. Like this is not the position I want to play. Like to like be an expert at. Like this is not what I want to give everything to.
I feel like those are the dudes that get stuck there. I feel like you get put on running back if you don't have like the footwork and the hands of like a wide receiver. I feel like that's why some dudes get put at running back. Like because a lot of dudes be running back. What position you running back? How everybody are running back? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm in the same boat as you with and it's tough because I love Miles.
I love Saquon. I'm a Saquon. He's like one of my favorite players, and like I want him to be here forever. Yeah, but the money has to work. So, you can't mortgage your future, if that's the term. Mortgage your future? I don't know. If that makes sense. Whatever. You can't risk your future just because you like a player.
Yeah. It's tough when you get into the business of things. So let me ask you lastly. So how do you feel about James? And I can't believe I almost forgot to ask you about this. James Bradberry coming back. James Bradberry.
Oh man. I mean, like, speaking of the business, I don't know how they couldn't figure out, like, how to work out his contract without cutting him. Like, I'm no mathematician, whatever, but, like, how come you just couldn't figure it out or restructure it? Like, it's probably not as easy as that, but, like, that was the best corner on the Giants. And they just cut him. And Giants fans were so salty that he went to the Eagles. I was like, they cut him. What do you expect? Like, Like, they cut him. Like, he can go wherever he wants. Like, I'm like, oh my god, calm down. Some people just be so overreact to everything, take everything so personal. I said Jalen Hurts was cute, and they said you can't be a Giants fan anymore. Like, we don't need that. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just a normal female here. Like, just being honest.
Right. You see my thing with the stars? Somebody on TikTok was like, is that
it was TikTok.
Right. It's always TikTok.
TikTok gotta be the most toxic place.
It's so toxic. And I be wanting to get mad, but then I gotta realize this is probably a 12-year-old right now. So let me not get mad. But yeah, TikTok is I'm so mad because I love TikTok, but it's the most toxic place.
And the comment sections are wild. I'm like, oh my god.
And like, what did they say about the stars? Like, you want your video to blow up, but you also know if this video blow up, how you know the comment section gonna be toxic.
What did they say about the stars?
They were like, is that Dallas Stars? They're mad about that I'm a Braves fan and not a Phillies fan. They just be so mad.
Yeah, everyone needs to calm down and let people do it. I go on and on about this. I'm like, why are you gatekeeping who can be a fan? Like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Or like players, like you said about Jalen Hurts. Of course you're gonna. I mean, it's no denying that.
Yeah, like, I'm a normal female. Like, sorry, it's like I just said. Oh, just noticed that. Sorry.
But yeah, James Bradberry, he has been I cannot believe he took a pay cut to come. Like he said that he took less. He had higher offers, but he wanted to come to Philly. But James Bradberry, as you know, I cannot imagine this team without him.
Yeah, he's amazing. He is. He is really good.
So hopefully he has a revenge game against the Giants. AJ Brown had his revenge game against the Titans. And James Bradberry is top on my list to re-sign.
Yeah.
We can't make the same mistake y'all did, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, that was... I was like... And they signed Mark Lewinsky, and it's like, he's been so bad on the O-line. Like, I know they need to add guys to the O-line, but it's like... I don't know what his contract numbers were, but it's like, I think you could have figured out a way to keep Bradberry. Could have done something, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, he's legit. He's legit. But I appreciate you jumping on.
No, thank you so much. This was so fun.
Yeah, what week do we have y'all again?
Is it the last week?
It's the last game.
Is that the last game?
It is the last game. Because usually we have Dallas last, and this year I was like, oh, they gave us the Giants last this season.
Oh, that should maybe you guys will be resting people. I mean, that would be good for us.
Let us win this week, because if we beat y'all or tie, we clinch. So if we win,
if silver lining, if the Giants lose this week, maybe the Eagles will be resting their starters.
Yeah. See, let's do that. That's a fair trade. We will beat y'all Sunday so we can clinch, and then week 18, but the 17th game of the season, we will let y'all win. We'll rest and let y'all win.
You'll do that at your house, though? At your home?
Yeah, y'all gonna let us win at your home.
See, you see, if this gets clipped, these fans are gonna be saying,
I think that's
you're not a true fan, Lauren. I didn't pick the Eagles. I picked the Eagles to win this week in my picks video, and someone said I'm not a real fan.
Because I never pick. Even if I feel like we gonna lose a game, I never pick. You bold. I never pick against them.
You do pick them all the time. I have to be real. I'm like, you know, like I want people to take me legit, you know. Like I literally don't think they're gonna win this week.
Now it's different because last season, of course, you're going to. Last season, okay.
You picking them every week worked out well though for you this year.
Yeah, because we had a chance to win every game. Like this week, like last year, like when we played the Bucks in the playoffs, I was saying, y'all, we probably gonna lose this game.
Yeah.
Like, but this season, we could win all the games.
Yeah, so, literally. Yeah, I mean, you're the one loss. Yeah, you only had 1 week wrong.
Because last season, yeah, like if certain games, like we played the Chiefs, like when I'm doing my preview, we probably gonna get murked, but this is. But if we do win, this is how. Like, so yeah, but this season's different. But can we shake on that deal?
Oh, for week 18.
So we win this week and clinch, and then we'll let y'all have week 18. We'll rest our starters, and then
I'll take a split. I feel like splitting the series with the Eagles is more than Giants fans could ask for. I'll shake on that.
And then this is a good time. We will have to win this week, Lauren. It can't be a reverse split because you realize if we don't win this Sunday, we might actually be competing with y'all on that last game, and y'all don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, unless the Giants get really good somehow. But I'll take a split. I'll settle for a split versus the Eagles. I think any Giants fan would take that.
All right, let's do it. Shake, done.
We've just been shaking
for so long. But Lauren, thank you so much. Y'all already know where to find her. She got sports, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Those are your
all those places.
All right, well, guys, we're gonna let Sunday talk at 1 p.m. Eagles versus Giants. Make sure you guys like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.